To every young performer, you have to follow that dream.
She's got freedom, 'cause I'm not right, so it don't break either. Yeah. The best days will be some of my worst. The best days will be some of my worst.
My name is Christopher Marlowe. I'm an actor, singer, ex-dancer, director and teacher. I've been in the industry 34 and a half years. I run my own company and I still perform in the business now. And in 1989 I toured all over Belgium and Holland in Rocky Horror. On Rocky Horror I always had a shower at the half-hour call. And I had to be on the half-hour call because I timed everything perfect so that I was ready for beginners just then. I like quiet time. I like to focus, and I just like to get into character, really. And a friend tipped me off saying one of the guys has dropped out of the cast and they start rehearsals next week. I was finishing my job on the Saturday, so I went along and auditioned, and I'd played that same role in an amateur production a year before. So but I didn't tell them it was amateur. So because I'd played it and I knew the song and went straight in and did the song quite well because I knew it, I got the part. But all horror and terror, I was working with high caliber, experienced, brilliant performers, and I hadn't done a professional show of that caliber, and I was lost and I was terrified. They sort of gathered that I was floundering, but a dear friend wrote to me and said, and I've never forgotten this was 1979, and a little piece of paper which I wrote and put in my makeup box. When I am terrified at what is expected of me, I try to remember that this is what I decided I really wanted to do. So I push all cowardly thoughts to the back of my mind and launch myself onwards. Now, when she sent me that, the relief, and then I went into rehearsal and I thought, I'm going to be as good as them. And it was fine. And I came up to their level. But I was terrified till that moment. My first show, and I was working with people from a chorus line. Petra Siniewski.
Oh, really?
And all
Hi, my name is Andrew. Just watched a chorus line this evening. The show is amazing. The performers are phenomenal. They're technically great in all three disciplines: the acting, the singing, the dance. They moved me. They made me laugh.
I've played parts where Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady, I couldn't get him until I put that hat on. Once I had the hat on, I was him. So, but technically, I focus on the voice production, articulation, and elocution. So that's all very important. But the actual essence of acting is truthfulness. With me, it's still the unknown. But from what I've heard, from the passion, from the students and the teachers, I'm quite excited and looking forward to it. But I'm not too sure what to expect. I can only go from what you've said. But from what you've said, it sounds very, very positive. So I'm really looking forward to it. I love people. And I love giving back, which is why I love teaching. Because all the experience, especially when you've been in it a long time, you can tell them and show them. To every young performer, you have to follow that dream. A little bit cheesy, but it's true. This is one profession where that is actually true. I was co-directing a production of Jesus Christ Superstar, and we decided that we would have real animals in the market scene. We had donkeys and chickens and goats, but we didn't rehearse with them. We didn't see them till the dress rehearsal. So it blacks out and they all come from the side and we all get ready. I was in the show as well as help direct it. And the music started. And of course, being a rock opera, It's very, very loud. Well, the donkey I was holding panicked and bolted. I was upstage left and it bolted to downstage right, knocking people over, pulled me over onto the floor, but I wouldn't let go in case the donkey injured himself. And I just got dragged all the way to the stage door holding this thing. The chickens in the cages were so petrified they started laying multiple eggs, which with soft shells because the eggs weren't ready to be laid. So the director and I said, I think we'll cut the animals. And they were sent home. That is the funniest thing that ever happened. But trying to sing in this rock opera when you're knocking people over and being dragged across a stage is quite amusing. Thank goodness there wasn't an audience. But I always thank, I don't know who I thank the universe if I'm doing something that I'm there, loving what I'm doing. I'm always grateful. People on the outside look in and think we're a little bit loud, but we're not really. It's just that we're able to talk about things that they're not able to talk about.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We never went off.
No.
We went on dying. You had to be in hospital or dead before you went off. I love Belgium.